Our farm kind of sits low near the Baraboo River, and this morning when we woke up, everything was blue because of the frost. It's a beautiful morning, and this morning, since we have such beautiful sunshine, I'm gonna get out and do some painting. Violet and I are just taking our morning walk just to acclimate ourselves to the day. This is actually Violet's nap time every morning. We walk up and down the country roads for 3 or 4 miles, and she gets to have a little nap during that time. Violet and her mom are gonna take me over to Devil's Lake and drop me off. I'm gonna hike to the top of the lake, and I'm hoping to get a good painting done. The weather shows that it's gonna be nice and sunny all day today, so I wanna take this opportunity to get a painting created, because for most of the other days this week it just shows kind of gloomy weather, even some rain in the forecast. So during those days I can work more in the studio. So we'll see where the day takes us, but it's already shaping up to be a good adventure. And here she is. There they go. There goes Corbin and Violet, and you can see I'm walking up this trail to the top of Devil's Lake. This is a trail that's for emergency vehicles, and it's not really a well-known way to get to the top, but there's no quicker way to get to the top of the West Bluff Trail than this trail. I think Marla's Greenhall showed me this trail a couple of years ago, and I've been using it to access the West Bluff Trail when I have all my painting stuff. It still is going to be 11 or 12 minutes to the top, and my heart's going to be racing when I get there, so let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy this painting session. We'll talk more when we get to the top. I've taken some time to observe the scene and to sketch my impressions. I created this little marker sketch, and this sketch is going to be good to get my painting started. How else was I to know that the background blue bluff, the value is going to be the same as the rocks that are right in front of it? And how else was I going to know that the yellow leaves on those trees to the left of the composition are the same value as the lit up rocks on the cliffside here? So the sketch has actually guided my starting efforts here. Is that license plate Plein or planner? I think we could all be better planners for our plein air painting, and that's kind of what I'm talking about in that segment right there. The first thing I do is find a subject that has a good contrast of darks and lights. Secondly, I create a value sketch where I'm literally assigning values to every mass that's present in my painting. It's important to be able to break your painting down in terms of mass. From there, I mix my colors to the specific value that I have planned out in my value sketch. Hey, wait for me. I filmed a whole video that goes over those concepts of planning out a painting and creating those value mixtures using a value palette. I'm so happy to let you know that this instructional video is going to be coming out soon. I finally went out and filmed a full demo, and I did it in my own special way. I teach you sight-sized drawing from a unique perspective. I show you how to create a value sketch in both markers and in gouache, and I'm going to teach you everything that I know about mixing color. This video is going to be coming out really soon. All right, now back to Devil's Lake. Okay, I mixed some colors using the notes that I made on my sketch, and this is going to be the autumn yellow leaves that are right there. And like I said in my sketch, they're the same value as the lit up rocks. You know, all the light parts on those lit up rocks are going to be the same value. And so I used my grayscale mode on my camera, and I made sure that those are the exact same value. So the things that I observed on my sketch are making their way onto the palette, and now it's time to get started on the canvas. use of this painting something other than fine paper. All right, I've got the lay-in done. Check it out. It's a powerful lay-in. Right now I'm gonna reestablish all the shapes of the rocks in the foreground, get those finished off, and then I'll bring it in for a close after that. But I had a lot of visitors so far, and I'm excited to keep going. Here's the painting that I came up with. Corbin's on her way to pick me up right now with Violet. Please. Oh, wow. Oh, very nice.
Oh, really cool. Oh.
Thank you. Got a lot of the feeling and the emotion of the place.
Yes, yes. Got a lot of movement in those rocks even.
Yeah, I'm very attracted to paint out here right now. I have an open studio next week. It's the fall art tour.
Oh, we didn't miss the fall. Baraboo?
Baraboo Fall Art Tour. I came up here, I wanted to have an experience, and I got myself started by creating a value sketch that took me halfway through the painting. It helped me get started with a good foundation. I stuck to the values that I started with. Anytime that you get a good start, that start can carry you right through to the end of the painting. I feel great. I had a great time. Everybody who saw me up here was really nice and had good comments for me. And I have 20 minutes to get my things back together and down the bluff to meet them. So I'm going to do that now. But thank you so much for being here, and we'll do this again soon. The cat is trying to knock over my tripod stand that the camera is on. I'm going to talk a little bit about the first ever artwork of the week. We were going to film this while we were in Madison just a couple of hours ago. We had a crying baby in the car, and we couldn't. We were going to walk around downtown and film it with some nice scenery in the background. But instead of that, you're going to have just me talking about the artwork of the week. And this week, it's Cezanne's Portrait of His Gardener. This was a painting that Corbin and I viewed at the Cezanne show in the summer of 2022. It was towards the end of the exhibition, and that was fitting because it was at the end of Cezanne's life that he painted this painting. Cezanne passed away in 1906, and this painting was credited as being painted the same year. It's a figurative study of his gardener. It was painted late in his life, and it was displayed among the other paintings from late in his life, including his 3 or 4 finished paintings of Mount St. Victoire. Cezanne wasn't a friendly person. Okay, nobody really wanted to be around him. And I know that that's true from a lot of people's letters. Indeed, he was independently wealthy, so he didn't have to charm anybody to buy his paintings. He just kind of lived off on his own, kind of on his family's estate. He didn't necessarily play nice with others. The French Impressionists really looked up to Cezanne, and they thought that he was someone who was very important to their movement. But the average person around town definitely was not a fan of Cezanne. I don't think he really had too many friends in his life, but in this painting he depicted his gardener. This is the man that he was probably closest with in his final years. Cezanne, at this point in his life, was just painting. He's just observing pieces of color, mixing it on his palette, and rapidly putting it on the surface. And just like the clothes that the gardener is wearing, the paint was also not applied in a pretty manner. It's simply applied, reacted to, scraped back down, if not correct, and repainted. It's a truthful way of painting, and to me, these portraits of his gardener were the favorite paintings that I saw at the Cezanne show. So that's this week's artwork of the week. I'm going to go ahead and paint this scene that's right ahead of me while we outro the video. captured the last couple rays of light falling onto the side of the granary. Thanks so much for sticking with me. We'll see you next time.